A border showdown is brewing in Eagle Pass, Texas right now, a huge hub for illegal border crossings. There's a standoff that is underway between the federal government, which wants the razor wire that Texas put in place there to protect its own state. They say it has to go. And Republican Texas Governor Greg Abbott says he will not. The Biden administration has now given him a deadline.
The 24-hour deadline the Biden administration gave Texas has officially ended, and tensions are running high. Welcome to Nurk News. I'm Nurkish. Today we're taking a few minutes to break down everything we know so far about the situation in Texas and the White House's response. But first, here's what the situation looks like so far.
Well, now under Governor Abbott's emergency declaration, the Texas National Guard has seized control of this park and some surrounding land along the river, put up fencing and razor wire, and kicked out federal Border Patrol agents, arguing that it's the Biden administration that has perpetuated illegal crossings. So Texas is going to control this land from here on out.
Now, the Biden administration has said that it will take action if Texas continues down this path and keeps preventing Border Patrol agents from removing the razor wire.
Does the administration think Texas is failing to comply with court orders around the placement and removal of razor wire?
Well, look, I mean, the Supreme Court is the highest, law, court of the land. It is. And they made a ruling. And, on Tuesday, as you guys probably saw, DHS sent Texas a letter outlining the access Border Patrol needs in Shelby Park, for example, to do their jobs, and demanding Texas confirm this access will be honored.
Man, she's bad at her job. During that same press conference, she added that Biden will call out Greg Abbott because Biden cares so much about the people of Texas. Then someone mentioned the 25 governors who supported Abbott, and she seemed completely caught off guard.
Any response to at least 25 Republican governors signing a joint statement supporting Texas in its standoff with the U.S. at the border?
So here's what I would say. My message to those, how many governors in that letter?
I believe it's 25.
25 governors. I would say to them, that, are they, you said Republican governors?
Yes.
Meanwhile, Security Council Coordinator John Kirby was questioned by Pete Ducey about the administration's lawsuit to remove the razor wire, and he didn't seem to have a much better response either.
Why are you guys making it easier for people to enter the country illegally?
I don't believe we are. Why do you think we are?
Well, you guys sued to cut razor wire that was put in place by Texas officials.
So that the Border Patrol could actually do their jobs, but keep going.
Well, you won in court, so now what? The Border Patrol Union president is saying the Supreme Court's decision is going to undoubtedly encourage more illegal immigration. Do you guys know better than the Border Patrol Union?
You don't think you're making it easier for illegals to come in? On day one, Biden paused deportations, suspended remain in Mexico, and downgraded the border wall. Since then, border encounters have skyrocketed, with millions more going undetected, costing taxpayers hundreds of billions of dollars per year.
Does razor wire work?
Does razor wire work for what? Does it work for the Border Patrol to allow them to have the access they need to be able to better process people that are trying to get across the border? I don't think so, and that's why we asked for it to be removed.
Right. Notice how he says it's their job to process illegal immigrants who shouldn't be in this country in the first place. It isn't their job to detain and send them back. It's just to process them and then basically release them into the country with a pinky promise that they'll come back in a month to talk to some useless public servant.
But what is the president's plan? This is happening just weeks after 300,000 people came into this country over the southern border illegally. The razor wire officials down there think was keeping some of them out, and you guys just sued and won to remove it
on behalf of the Border Patrol, who needed to have better access. What's the plan? Please look at the stuff we've put forward. The immigration reform legislation that the president put forward on day one. The work we're doing in the region. Just last week, we had Mexican officials here to talk about how together we have and will continue to try to stem the flow of migrants. You mentioned the numbers. The idea that we don't have a plan or a strategy or we're not taking this seriously is just not borne out by the facts. And, again, if the folks on the House Republican side are serious about border security, and they claim they are, then they should act on the supplemental request and, let's negotiate this in good faith. The president has said he's willing to make compromises. He's willing to negotiate in good faith. So let's have that discussion.
And that's the problem. We don't need immigration laws reformed. We need them enforced, okay? And if you aren't going to do it, the states will. Now, at the moment, the situation in Texas remains unresolved. It's unclear how the Biden administration will respond to Texas's refusal to comply with the Supreme Court ruling. The Texas National Guard is in control of the largest crossing point through which illegal immigrants enter the United States. So this is a pretty big deal. It's going to be an entertaining show. And if you want to stay up to date on this case, click the playlist I added to the channel page and at the end of this video. And as always, let me know what you think. Will Biden cave? Is this the start of Trexit? How far will the support of other governors go? Let me know in the comments. Until then, this has been NERC News. Boy!